What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Tozani Mabena. To my new subscribers, welcome to my family. Ooh, if you're watching this and you've not subscribed, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. I may be overdoing it because I'm a little nervous. I haven't done this in a long time, so I'm really slowly getting back into it. Slowly but surely. This is a video that was requested by one of my subscribers and someone that I know personally, Tippy. I want to say a surname, but I do not want to mispronounce it. So you know yourself. You know, we went to varsity together. Thank you so much for your interaction. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. I know you watch my videos. I know you like. I really just appreciate it by just watching. So I'm grateful for you and all you others that are gonna watch this and like. Thank you. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please again go and click on that subscription button. Also like and interact with me and let me know what you think. I am filming this particular topic for the third time now. The first time I watched the video trying to edit it, I think I was just so occupied with trying to sound politically correct that it just ruined the video for me. And then the second time, I just didn't look myself. I didn't look and sound like myself. I really just had no enthusiasm. I was just flat. So I was like, you know what? Let's delete this video. And it was one of, I think, 7 videos that I had filmed that I had to delete and not post because I just didn't sound like myself. I didn't look myself. I was flat. I was rock bottom. I had hit rock bottom. But now, you know, things are good. Today's term, wait, before we get into it, I'm wearing my glasses, so please don't mind the reflection of the lighting because I know it's quite irritating, but I need the glasses because I'm going to read a definition of a term, and that's just taking me down into the topic of it. Just, I look very pretty, like I feel very pretty. I like the texture of my hair. I was blessed with good hair, so thank you mom and dad, thank you Jesus, and everyone else that watches my channel or my photos on Instagram and looks at my hair like, oh girl, you have some good hair. Thank you for that encouragement. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm sorry, let's get into it. Today's topic is black tax. We have many very different definitions of black taxes, and I think it differs from one person to another, from one community into another, and literally from one family to another. But I think the holistic definition of black tax, as News 24 says, they say, and I quote, black tax is a colloquial term for sharing your salary with family and making sure that they are well taken care of before considering yourself. It feeds an expectation that a person may be liable to carry a burden if they've studied and found a job. I don't particularly like the wording of this definition, but this is one perspective of a person, and I think this is the one perspective of a group of other people where we see it as a burden. Okay, so here's the thing. Being from the hood, I'm from the hood, I grew up in the hood, I've seen poverty, I've somewhat lived in poverty, and I understand why black tax exists. Now, there's a difference between helping people and enabling people, so you need to understand the two before we just delve into what black tax is. Helping people is helping people who can't even afford to buy themselves a loaf of bread, who can't afford to keep the lights on, who can't afford to buy a tin of sardines, who can't afford to buy onions, who can't afford to buy potatoes. That is helping someone in need. And then there's enabling people who can afford to do that, people who can afford to get up and try to work to do that, and not wanting to do that, waiting for you to do that. That is enabling. Okay, so there are people, for me, there's nothing wrong with giving, whether you look at it as enabling and as giving. As long as it comes from your heart with pure intentions and you genuinely want to help those people, please go for it. But you need to understand, when you're helping people, when you're enabling people, helping people is they will take your help as long as they need. But once they've gotten up, they will no longer need you to help them, and they will themselves learn how to respect that boundary and not take advantage of you. And then others on the side, even when they get up at some point and they get a job, I mean, if you still want to give me the money, give me the money. I can make use of it and I can save my money, or I can live a certain lifestyle that I know I can't afford, but because you're helping me, I can afford it. Learn the difference. And as the person that is doing the helping, as the person that is taking out of your pocket, please make sure that you have the conversations with the people around you. If you've gone to a point where you feel like you cannot afford to take as much a burden that they're trying to give you, you need to make that clear, and you need to make it clear not only with your words but with your actions. So if you can't afford to enable anymore, cut the cord, cut it off, let them know you ain't fun to do this anymore. And then on the side, if you can't afford to buy electricity, impuphu, amazambane, like a lot of things, you can afford to buy what they need, to get them what they need, so as you can also take care of your needs. Because unfortunately, when you go to school, you are met with a lot of things. You are met with a lifestyle that you need, like basic living things that you need, right? And then there's the life that you see your peers have. You're like, you know what, at some point I would like to be able to afford to take myself to a movie as a reward of my hard work. That is not a need, but that's something that's very necessary for your soul, when you can reward yourself for waking up every day and for working as hard as you did. And then there are luxuries, you know what I'm saying? Things that you also deserve because you work hard to do that. But it doesn't make sense that you're able to buy yourself a bag, a Louis Vuitton bag and a BMW, and you look back at your mom's house and there's no food, the roof is leaking. I'm not saying it's your responsibility, but I'm just saying, from one human being to another, those are things that you need to look at. If you can afford to do even the smallest, most simplest thing as to fix your home, try to do that, because you never know, something might happen and you lose that BMW and you go back to the state that you were. You want to make sure that you go back to a warm home. And if your mom is also working, they can help you, but that is the part of helping and enabling. Now, if you end up being rich, you know what I'm saying, and you have like a lot of money, and you have family members who really don't need food and don't need a house and don't need anything, but still want you to maintain a type of lifestyle for them, so they appease the world outside, that is at your discretion. If you want to help people live a life that they cannot afford, which is in essence making them live a life that they can't afford, like living a lie, that's what I'm trying to say, you're helping them live a life, then that's going to be a burden to you. So understand the difference between helping and enabling. A giving heart or a giving hand is always a good thing. It will be blessed. God will multiply it back into your pocket, so you'll never know how it happened. So always give with a beautiful heart. But if your heart says no, don't do it. If your family or the friends around you do not respect the boundaries around you, then you know where you stand with them. If you can help someone to have a meal at night, please go out of your way and help that person that maybe a friend, but that person must be helping themselves. And I think that's how we define helping someone. You need to help someone that's already helping themselves. So you cannot go out there to work for someone that doesn't want to work but expects to live a certain lifestyle. So understand all those things. Tebi, a giving heart is a blessed heart. You cannot give beyond your means though. So if your family is okay and they can afford to buy food and stuff like that, you can then take that money and build your life to a point where you feel comfortable enough to feel like, you know what, now I can help my family with certain things. But do not be in a rush to live a luxurious lifestyle while your family could be in need of like a simple loaf of bread. So prioritize. Number one, prioritize, set boundaries, set yourself up to a point where you'll be able to help your family 10 years from now as well. So yeah, just write everything down. Be formal about it. Write everything down. Help people who need help. Stop enabling people who want enabling. Stop trying to keep up a lifestyle for the public outside, people who don't really care about you. And yeah, start saving up your money and start building towards a better financial position family. And I think once we as the Black community learn to have these conversations, and we learn to start wanting to create like an cumulative financial freedom. Like all of us are penning in, all of us are giving in, all of us are just trying to learn to become better people where finances are involved. We as a black community could go very far, but unfortunately the reality of things is very adverse right now. More and more people are being laid off at work, particularly the black race. So just help out where you can, and where you are helping, make sure it's helping and not enabling. I hope I made sense. I will see when I edit this video whether or not it was good, but I'll still post it because I like posting videos like these where I speak on my opinion and you know, share what my experience is or where my perspective is, because I could post it today and next week I could see it in a different light, and I'm just like, look at the growth of that girl. So thank you for watching. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you've watched this and have not clicked on that subscribe button, please go ahead and join my family. I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a lovely week ahead of you, and yeah, love yourselves and love the people around you. Take care. Should I know my language again? Bye honey.